rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide old Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Thank you so much for coming down today. Give yourselves a round of applause for sticking up for democracy in this country. My name's Charlie. I'm thrilled to be your MC today, and see? Feedback. That's what we're giving to Stephen Harper. It's that annoying sound. He hates it. It's called the citizenry. The reason this is called Victory Square is because we were supposed to have won some kind of fight that guaranteed us a democracy. It's never been on the count of four.
He doesn't know what work is.
1, 2, 3. Get back to work! 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 Just the ladies! Get back to work! Get back to work! Now the fellas! Get back to work! Get back to work! Now the effeminate men! Everybody! Get back to work! Get back to work! Get back to work! All right, he think he heard us!
Good afternoon, and thank you all for coming. And the people that did notice and did care were definitely not just the liberal media. Hundreds of thousands of Canadians from all walks of life, from who care, Mr. Harper. We care when you refuse to stand up and take accountability. Pieces of legislation touching on a number of important issues like product safety, child pornography, government ethics, human trafficking, online predators, and white-collar crime are simply killed. Simply killed. These were pieces of legislation that Mr. Harper's government introduced. Didn't they care very much about Mr. Harper? We expected some leadership. We expected some vision. We did not elect him so that he could play political games, use sleazy tactics, use one-upsmanship against the other parties. That is not what we elected him for. The Canadian people expect better. The Canadian people deserve better. And we demand better. And that's why we're all here today. Thank you very much.
Bob Hamilton, everybody! There's also what Canada's facing this week, as serious as it is, from the Liberals, Hedy Fry and Joyce Murray.
Coming out across the country for the last 3 weeks, and today we've seen thousands and thousands turning out at events across the country to say we do care. This is not the chattering classes, this is not the discontent, these are Canadian voters and we care. Sometimes democracy is a little inconvenient, but this is not democracy. Under prorogation, Parliament became irrelevant and the government no longer accountable to the people's elected representatives. All parliamentary committees shut down. No question periods. No debates. Bills swept off the table. When prorogation is used in these circumstances, it is to block democratic debate. It is to block investigation and some of the meager checks and balances that our system has. Prorogation in these circumstances says there is no role for the people's representatives. Do we agree with that? No! Prorogation in these circumstances essentially says there is no role for the people. Do we agree with that? No! Prorogation in these circumstances is a sign of profound disrespect for the voter and for democracy. So what happens when we get on this slippery slope? Well, when Parliament loses its ability, its legitimacy, its role, your children and their children will have no institution capable of reining in an autocratic leader or a government that's out of control. And the ability of the people to rein in their leaders is the foundation.
Come out together en masse and take the streets and speak out. Then democracy will triumph.
Jason Gradle, everybody! And his band! Are you guys ready for some more Raging Grannies? The Raging Grannies, everybody! We've got 2 speakers left. Are you guys holding out okay? Did you want to do some more chanting to keep your blood running? Why don't we, let's do it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Get back to work! 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 Get back to work!
There you go. Thank you very much. You guys, give yourselves a round of applause. You're such a dedicated crowd of people. Also, I know some people come to these events to meet people and maybe get a phone number. I've got a phone number for you here. This is for my friend Stephen Harper. So if you want to give Stephen a call, and he's got a lot of free time right now. You just want to chat with him. His number is 866-599-4999. What they did was they took his 666 and they flipped it over. So give Stephen a call. His email is also available online. Let him know how you feel in really colorful language. So again, that number is 866-599-4999. There you go.
Why don't we go on right now and let him hear it?
Sure, somebody could do that. But we're going to move on to our next speaker. She's here from the Council of Canadians. Please, a warm welcome from Ms. Penny Tilby, everybody.
Whilst this rally is all about reclaiming democracy, when Stephen Harper shut down Parliament this past December, Canadians across the country were outraged because we could see he was trying to evade our democratic institutions. We could see his real motives, which are allegations that federal cabinet ministers were complicit in the transfer of Afghan detainees who were then tortured in the hands of Afghan authorities. We also knew that Stephen Harper was trying to call a time-out so people might forget his shameful performance at the Copenhagen Summit on climate change, where Canada was held up as an example of the worst environmental practices. But what's got people really upset with Stephen Harper is we're starting to see a clear pattern in his government's behaviour. This is the second time in a year that Stephen Harper has shut down Parliament to avoid accountability. In December 2008, he did it to avoid a vote that would have defeated his government. On top of that, the Harper government has instructed its members on parliamentary committees to block the work of those committees and even shut them down if they don't like the way things are going.
That he is proroguing Parliament so that he can recalibrate his government's agenda. So I have a suggestion for all of us who care across Canada. While Stephen Harper is recalibrating his government's agenda, let's recalibrate democracy in Canada, and then let's show him the results. Thank you.
George Hayman, everybody. Big round of applause for all of our speakers here today. And a big round of applause for you for coming out and proving Stephen Harper wrong. But we do care about this.
Who cares? Who cares? We care!
Oh, I thought you were going to do it more than that. Okay, sorry. This is not the end. This demonstration is not the end. This really has to be only the beginning. If this is going to be something that keeps moving forward and that really galvanizes people and doesn't become, as was said earlier, just another thing that Stephen Harper did that we kind of shrug our shoulders about. The text message thing has been explained to me. If you text the word democracy to 212121, you will be on a text messaging list and you'll get information about upcoming events and stuff like that. So make sure to text democracy to 212121. Keeping on the obscure techno vibe, hashtags. I know this part of town has seen a lot of hashtags. Hashtags are the little number sign and fantastic group of citizens engaged in actually making your country a better, more democratic place. And let them hear it. Let them hear our motto from today. Get back to work.
Get back to work!